Functions and relations. So first, and the language of relations and functions. So let A and B sets a relation R, the symbol for relation, from A to B is a subset of A cross B. X is related to Y by R, written as X R Y. If and only if X Y is in R. The set A is called the domain of R, and the set B is called its codomain. So, may be written symbolically as follows. So, it also means that X, Y are elements of relation. So, moving to the example. So, let Y, which has a set of elements 0, 1, 2, Z, a set of elements 0, 1. Define a relation R from Y to Z as follows. Given any X, Y elements of Y cross Z. Yan. It means that, kumbaga yung R, yung relation nila dapat kapag yung rule ng relation, X plus Y over 2, dapat ang sagot kapag nilapat yung X and Y coordinates dito over 2, ang sagot integer, not a fraction. So, the questions, state explicitly which ordered pair are in Y cross Z and which are in R. And letter B is 1 related to 0, 2 related to 0 is 2 related to 1. And lastly, what are the domain and codomain of R? So, on letter A ay i-cross muna natin ang Y and C. Yan, itong 0, 1, 2, i-multiply natin sa 0, 1. Then, pag kinuha na natin yung mga set of elements, atin kukunin yung X nila, ilalapat natin dito sa rule ng relation. X coordinates plus Y coordinates over 2, dapat ang sagot ay integer. So, the following will be the computation of these problems. So, for the example okay, so ilagay muna natin yung given, a set of Y natin na, a set of elements, 0, 1, 2, then sa C natin ay 0, 1. So, Y cross Z. Ito ang ating letter A, cross Z, excuse me. So, kailangan nating i-cross lahat ng elements to the Z. So, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, then 2, 0, and 2, 1. So, ang ating R, hahanapin na natin. So, ang given natin or ang rule ay X plus Y over 2 equals dapat ay integer. So, kunin na natin itong first ay kapag 0, 0, yung siya ba ay element ng R. Yan, 2, so 0, ang magiging sagot natin, over 2, so magiging 0. 0 is an integer. So, ilapag lang natin itong mga other given. So, dun sa ating next na set of elements, yan, 0, 1 is an element of R, 0 plus 1 over 2, so 1 half. So, dahil ito ay fraction, this is not an integer. Basta, ang ating mga fraction ay not integer, so this set of elements not an element of
R. So, nakuha na natin yung ating mga elements if they are kumbaga element ng R. So, ang ating an element of R, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 2, and 1. So, ang ating mga R or relation lang ay R is 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0. Yan. So, ang ating letter B, kumbaga, is 1 related to 0, 2 related to 0, and 2 is related to 1. So, dahil nga nakita natin mula sa ating na-compute dito sa taas, so, 1 is not related to 0. 2, 0, yes. And 2 related to 1 dahil nga fraction, so, it's a no. So, ang paghanap natin ng domain and codomain. So, the domain will be the x-coordinates. So, ang ating domain ay 0, 1, 2, and ating codomain ay 0, 1. Yan. X-coordinates, yan. Ang domain, 0, 1, and 2. Ang ating y-coordinates for our codomain, 0 at 1 lang. No need to, kumbaga ulitin pa.
So, pag-arrow diagrams of relations. So, let A, which has a set of elements 2, 3, 4. B has a set of elements 2, 6, 8. And let R be the divides relation from A to B. For all x, y is related or element of y cross B. A cross B, rather. So, ang rule naman dito, x divides y. So, kunin muna natin yung cross of two sets. Yan. Well, on its complete computation. So, pinag-cross na natin yung A and B. So, yan. 2, 2, 2, 6, 2, 8, 3, 2, 3, 6, 3, 8, 4, 2, 4, 6, 4, 8. So, note the rule. If only if x divides y. So, yung 2, can the 2 divides its y-coordinate 2. So, yes, 2 sa 6, 2 sa 8, but for 3 to 2, hindi. Kumbaga, kulang ang 2. Yan, 3 to 6, kaya. 3 to 8, hindi. Kumbaga, kaya namang i-divide kaso may putal. Or, kulang. Yan. 3, 6, kumbaga, dalawa, pero may remainder pa din. And 4 sa 2, kulang. Ang ating y-coordinate, hindi kakayanin ng 2 na ma-divide sa 4. 4 to 6, no. And yes to 4, 8. So, ang ating natitirang R, 5, 2, 2, 2, 6, 2, 8, 3, 6, and 4, 8. So, ilalapat na sa arrow diagram. So, just what as you are seeing in the slide here. 2 going to 2, 2 going to 6, 2 going to 8. In red, 3 going to 6. And itong blue, 4 going to 8. So, ganyan ang arrow diagrams of relations. So, properties of relation. Reflexive, every element of A is related to itself. Kumbaga, if you are going to do it in a diagram, pag drawing mo na siya in a diagram or in circles, kumbaga yung isang pair na yon, tulad nitong sa arrow diagram, 2, 2. Kumbaga yung pag nilagay mo siya 1, 2, 3, 4, ay dapat babalik sa sarili niya. Kumbaga dito sa ating, kunwari sa given na to, na mula sa arrow diagram, itong 2 ay babalik din sa sarili. Kasi yun ang kanyang kapartner. Both x and y coordinates are 2. So, related to itself. Again, reflexive. Kumbaga, every single element, it goes back to itself. Kumbaga, iniikot lang. So, kapag naman into words yan, examples of reflexive relations include set blank is equal to, set blank is a subset of, set blank is less than or equal to, and is greater than or equal to, or set blank divides divisibility. Then symmetric. For symmetric, if given A is related to B, then B is related to A. So, looking at the figure, yan. So, we move to the example para mas malinaw. Basta, again, there is a directed arrow from A to B and B to A. Yan. Pag nilapat na natin sa mga set of elements, yan. Yan. From the given, 1 to 1, kumbaga ito ay may touch of reflexive, but upon the many of the given set of elements, yan, 1 to 3, then 2 to 3, then 2 to 4, then balik ulit 3 to 1, then balik ulit 3 to 2, and 4 to 2. Kumbaga talagang exchange of nagbabalikan lang din. So, again, symmetric. If nakikita nyo kapag nilapat nyo sa diagram ay nagbabalikan lang din ang kanilang mga arrow. Then transitive, yan. If given A is related to B and B related to C, then A is related to C. So, on the figure, titignan. Yan, arrows, again, from A to B, from B to C, then there is also a directed arrow from A to C. So, excuse for the noise of the barking dogs. So, kapag nilapat na natin sa example, yan sa mga set of elements, ito pala yung sinasabi ko kaninang reflexive. Yan, kumbaga yan, 1, 1. Kumbaga, binalik lang din sa 1 yung sarili niya. 1, 1, 2, 2, to itself, 2, 4, yan, going down to the 4, 3 to 1, baliktad lang pala to, then 3 to 2, going to 2, 3 to 4, 4, 4 itself, and 4, 2. So again, pag titignan natin ulit dun sa figure, ayan, A, B, B, C, A, C. Yan, tignan natin, yan. As you can see from the figure, yan. Makikita na A to B, B to C, A to C. Yan. Yan, 3 to 2, 2 to 4, 3 to 4. So again, look at the arrows. So functions. A function's f from set A to a set B is a relation with domain A and codomain B that satisfy the following properties. Masasabi ang isang kumbaga set of ordered pairs kapag for every element of x in A, there is an element in Y. For all elements x in A and Y and Z in B. Or if the set of ordered pairs have different x coordinates. Again, bawal mag-ulit ng x coordinates. Bawal ulitin ng x. But in y, pwede naman sila magkaparehas. Pero kapag nag-ulit ng x, ito ay relation. At kapag nilapat naman natin sa graph, yung pagtukoy ng function or relation, kapag ginawa nyo ang vertical line test, dapat isang point lang ang matatamaan ng vertical line test. Pero pag kunwari ang yan sa ating graph, pag yung pa letter U, yung makita nyo sa graph. Pero kapag inanuhan nyo ng vertical line test, yan U, tapos may vertical line test, isang point lang. Vertical lang. Hindi nyo iho-horizontal. Basta ang rule ay vertical line test to determine if the graph is function or relation. Pag isang natamaan na point, function. Pagdating naman sa mga mathematical equation, kapag ang exponent ay even, siya ay relation. Pag odd number ay function. Again, if ang exponent ng y ay even, relation. Pag ang exponent ng y ay odd numbers, function. So, again, yun ang rule para ma-identify if function or relation. Katulad ng sa arrow diagram kanina, yun ay relation kasi nauulit ang x coordinates. Yan, function notations, the symbol fx means function of x, and it is read as f of x. Thus, the equation y equals to 2x plus 1 could be written in the form f of x equals 2x plus 1, meaning y is or can be stated as a function of x. So again, it can be stated from this that y is a function of x. So binary operation. Yeah. On a set is a calculation that combines two elements of the set called operands to produce another element of the set. So binary operations, only addition and multiplication. Because if you change the position of the numbers, the answer is still the same. Kumbaga, two numbers, kapag ginamitan mo ng addition and multiplication property, kahit baliktarin mo yung position ng dalawa, ganun pa din ang sagot. Yung mga non-binary ay yung mga nag-iisa lang number. Yung square roots, absolute value, factorials. So, ito ay, kumbaga, example lang ng binary operation. It goes on the formula if it is in addition and multiplication properties. Yung commutative, associative, identity, and inverse. Yeah. So as you can see on the identity, so ang kanyang rule, so it should always be equate to what is the value of A. So in the inverse naman, 0. But in the multiplication property ay 1 ang sagot. Again, in the addition property of inverse, 0. And the multiplication property of inverse, 1. And A should not always be equal to 0. So additional for logic and formality. So logic is the study of the principle of correct reasoning or to determine the validity of one's argument. Itong mga logic na to ay kalimitan ito ay nasa itsura ng ah, yung parang may ano ba mga example ko natatandaan. Yung may mga kumbaga dine-determine kung sino yung nasa north or nasa south, sa east, west, kung sino yung certain na tao ang nakatira sa north, sa west, and so on. Pero hindi nila directly sinasabi sa problem kung sino. Parang nag-a-add pa sila ng another description para matukoy yung ibang mga kasali sa mathematical problem. Now, formality represents a clear distinction which is invariant under changes of context. So, the major part or formality in math, okay, definition, yeah, meaning of a word or group of words, and it could stand alone. Theorem can be demonstrated to be true by accepted mathematical operations and arguments. Proof, rigorous mathematical argument which unequivocally demonstrate the truth of a given proposition. So ito lang naman ay simply defining these terms. Now, proposition, it is a declarative statement that is true or false but not both. Yan. Under proposition, we have negation. Kumbaga, it is false that before P or if possible by inserting in P the word not. Now, conjunction, if two statements are combined by the word and. Disjunction, any two statements can be combined by the word or to form a new statement. Conditional cannot imply a false statement. So again, we are simply defining these terms. By conditional, it uses a connector for two statements if and only if. Corollary follows with little or no proof required from one already proven. Lemma, short theorem used in providing a larger theorem, precise or notable statement. Conjecture, consistent with known data but has neither been verified nor shown nor shown to be false. So again, ito naman ay I will re-upload this slide for para may copy kayo nito mga bago kong added na mga terms. Okay, so that would be all for functions and relations.